This week in U.S. immigration news, we are going to cover immigration fees may increase, filing location for Form I-360 and Form I-485, scammers target potential applicants for parole program, USCIS physical presence guidance, Title 42 case may soon be over, migrants released with no immigration court date. USCIS is planning on increasing fees for numerous types of applications such as for citizenship naturalization, to receive a green card, or for a work permit. Immigration attorneys fear that the fee increases will place a burden on low-income immigrants, specifically those seeking a green card. USCIS says it needs to increase fees to handle the backlogs and budget cutback. The agency mainly relies on the fees it charges to operate and usually updates its fees every few years. Under the new proposal, applying for a green card with biometrics would increase from $1,225 to $1,540. USCIS announced the beginning February 10, 2023. Self-petitioning abused spouses, children, and parents must file Form I-360, petition for Amerasian, widow, or special immigrants, and Form I-485, application to register permanent residence or adjust status, at the Nebraska Service Center instead of the Vermont Service Center. The addresses have been updated on the direct filing addresses page for these forms. The agency will allow a 30-day grace period for petitioners to file Form I-360 and Form I-485 at the Vermont Service Center. Items must be postmarked on or before March 12, 2023. After this date, USCIS will reject and return any applications sent to the Vermont Service Center. President Joe Biden started a new parole program in January which accepts a limited number of migrants from Venezuela, Cuba, Nicaragua and Haiti, yet many potential applicants for this program have been targeted by scammers. One condition of the parole program is to have a financial sponsor in the United States. This is where you need to be careful. This condition has resulted in many deals being made through word of mouth, WhatsApp and social media for sponsorship ranging from $8,000 to $10,000, and many of these advertisements are scams. A majority of these posts have been found on Facebook and Instagram, offering to sponsor migrants for a set price and then disappear once they are paid through Zelle or Cash App. Great news! USCIS has provided clarification in its policy manual, which explains that both asylees and refugees must have been physically present in the U.S. for 1 year while the agency adjudicates their Form I-485, application to register permanent residence or adjust status, rather than at the time they file their adjustment of status application. This applies for all Form I-485 and Form N-400, application for naturalization, applications pending on February 2, 2023, and those filed on or after that date. If USCIS is unable to determine whether an applicant satisfies the 1-year physical presence requirement by reviewing their file or records at the time the agency adjudicates their Form I-485, USCIS may request additional evidence. The Biden administration requested the Supreme Court to dismiss a challenge to end the pandemic immigration policy known as Title 42. The administration argues that their recent announcement that the health emergency will end on May 11 would make the case regarding Title 42 moot. The Supreme Court in December halted a trial judge's ruling that would have lifted the policy. The justices are planning on hearing arguments in the case on March 1. The Supreme Court is only set to address the issue of whether the states that had requested the stay could pursue their challenge to the measure. The administration sent a brief this week which said the mooting of the underlying case would also moot petitioners' attempt to intervene. Nearly 600,000 migrants who crossed the U.S.-Mexico border since March 2021 have been released into the U.S. with no charges and no immigration court date. Thousands of migrants also stopped using the program which was supposed to track them. Migrants across the country are now faced with a legal limbo because they have no court date to determine whether they can legally stay in the country. Many are unable to work and do not realize they are coming up on their 1-year eligibility deadline to apply for asylum. It was first reported that border agents in Rio Grande Valley were instructed to begin releasing migrants without court dates in March 2021. due to border processing centers becoming overcrowded and unable to quickly process children arriving unaccompanied.
Friends, show us some love and smash the like button. It doesn't cost you anything. If you have an immigration problem or need a second opinion because you cannot get a hold of your own lawyer, schedule a meeting with our team. Share information with our CARES team and they will help you get scheduled with our legal team. Now here's a secret code to unlock the free 15 minutes.